Hi ladies, I will be your swim photographer for our session for Stephen Lacey Swimwear, and I will also be hopping in one of the swimsuits at one point throughout the day and getting in a few pictures myself. But I wanted to kind of send out a little tutorial to help with that really natural makeup look that Lacey's wanting. Let me preface with saying I'm not a makeup whiz, I'm not a cosmetologist, whatever, so if you already know what you're doing, ignore whatever. But I know Lacey wanted like a super natural glow, so I just wanted to kind of send a little bit of advice and how I do makeup, honestly on a day-to-day basis, but specifically for this vibe. So start with a very clean, hydrated, moisturized face. I use a tinted moisturizer only. I ditched concealers and foundations a while ago, and this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. So I personally use the medium glow shade kind of in like the spring to summer, fall, when I have a little bit more color. In the winter time, I use the Neutrogena, this is the Sheer Fair, so it's a little bit lighter, just a little bit, just because I don't have as much color in the winter time. But now that I have a little bit more color, I'm going to use my L'Oreal, and I get this at Ulta. Honestly, this stuff's incredible. I just use a little bit. It's moisturizing, it has a little bit of color, has SPF in it, and it just kind of gives a nice little like finished look. It's nothing like cakey or fancy, it's so soft. Just to kind of give a nice little natural glow. Okay, so we got that. Then I am going in with a little bit of liquid blush. This is e.l.f.'s Liquid Blush Coral Crush. I have kind of olivey skin tones, so I go with like a little bit more of a pinky blush, and I use a little bit. A little goes a long way with liquid blush if you do not know. But just kind of blend this into my hairline a little bit. And when I am doing my liquid blush, I add just a little bit on my nose, just to kind of give like a little sun-kissed look. You know, we kind of like the sunburn look just a little. So hit those cheekbones nice and good. Okay, I don't use bronzer on a day-to-day basis, but I will for this, and for like if I'm going out to dinner or just really want a little bit of extra definition. So I'll just go in with a powder bronzer. Here's the shade. And just hit my cheekbones right along the blush line. You want your bronzer and your blush to mesh. We don't want a break in the middle of the two. So we're gonna hit there. I'll hit just the sides of my noses a little bit. And then right under the jawline, like kind of under your chin, that's just gonna give you a little bit more definition in your jawline. And it photographs really well that way too. So keep in mind that even if you feel like your blush is a little bit darker than you would naturally, it's gonna photograph a lot less pigmented as it does on your face. So I promise you're not gonna look like a clown. Would not let that happen. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with some finishing powder. I just do like a basic white transparent powder right under my eyes, just to kind of take that like gloss away. I'm like very much in the era of, I don't do the dewy skin look. I know that's a thing, but I like the clean pores, matte look, I guess, if you will. Okay, so just hit my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, under my eyes, and a little bit in that T-zone. And then lastly, I'm gonna hit just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of highlighter. This is another e.l.f. product. Just a little bit right along the top of my cheekbone. just the tiniest bit. And then a little on my nose. And a little at the top of my lip. This is the part where you could do your eyebrows fill in or your lashes. I have my eyebrows microlated and my lashes done, so I won't do that. But we like just like a really natural fill-in look on the eyebrows. And then as far as your eyeshadow, I don't wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis, but Naked makes a great neutral palette, and I'm more than happy to bring it. So I would just add this on just to kind of give a little bit of a coverage look right on those eyes. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of coverage.
Are you calling somebody?
And my kiddos are in here now. And then we're gonna finish up with a little bit of gloss. This is a lip treatment I just use morning and night. There we go. And there's our supernatural look. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can reach out. And if not, I will see you at the photo shoot.